How do I get a playlist going? I can get a 10 cut through, I'll be happy.
I'm fired up. It was a crazy week, or Sunday of football. I like this matchup, frankly, on Monday night. I'm just excited to get into it, Coach.
See ya.
Coach, I had a bad Sunday, and if you wouldn't mind, I could have capped it off with something kind of decent, but your boy Patrick Mahomes decided to be a hero and not let his team push back on the field. I kind of get it, but he's got to know the whole city of Kansas City, among others, are on that play, and Calvin Ridley was on it, I was on it, the sports line people were on it. I'm not a big fan of that.
You did not say Calvin Ridley was on that one.
Did I say that?
By the way, Kyle Shanahan is my new favorite coach. They could have knelt down too. And he went in for a touchdown to cover the 14.5. But I was on Arizona. AB, go.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but I went 7-3 yesterday. I was pretty happy about it. And anyone who's watched, all right, the Early Edge NFL Futures Exotic Show, Coach, me, and EC, Derrick Henry threw a touchdown pass yesterday. We had one plus at plus 500, and we hit that. Derrick Henry's now thrown a touchdown pass in 3 straight seasons. Mike Graves loves that.
DC, talk to me.
Yeah, AB, great pick. I thought of that when he threw that touchdown. I don't know, Coach. I'm still salty over Jerry Jeudy not getting 2 more yards. That cost me a big parlay. I know Proppy had it on the prop show on Friday. You got to ride Proppy. I thought it was a great pick. I'm still sick about it, so we need to make our money back tonight.
Is it sicker than the Colorado USC situation that you had?
Yes, a lot sicker. A lot sicker.
Did you guys know I won a showdown when I told you Colorado would lose by 21 halftime?
It was 41 to 14.
In the third quarter, not at the end of the game.
I was covering for 3 quarters.
You're the almost. I mean, I swear to God, once I get this merch store up, once I get cleared, the almost T-shirt is going to be a bestseller. That's
Number one. Number one.
right? No
With a bullet.
question. No question. Phil, talk to me.
I know last night was disappointing for you, Coach. I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound, but just looking at all of these games that we all think are going to go one way, and the reason why the NFL has so many millions and millions and millions of viewers is because there's grown men playing grown men football that are getting paid a lot of money. So you can never really look at these matchups and say, this is definitely going to happen. That's why the popularity of the game has grown so incrementally, over the last 20 years is because of the parity amongst teams.
I said this morning on the early edge, I said most, because I don't want to say 100%, because Sia just said Calvin Ridley. Most players do not care about the point spread. So when Patrick went down and stood up like this, and we're all cursing at him, he's still my quarterback because it was the right play to
No players care about the point spread. None. Zero.
I will agree. Guys that get suspended for gambling, I think, care about the point spread. Do you
Those
agree?
guys aren't players anymore. They are suspended.
But Phil, do coaches know? Do coaches know the point spread?
Sean
Coach
McVay
Zimmer,
knew.
You can't help but see it on the schedule, but you don't ever care. It's out on every ESPN app. You're like, oh wow,
Right.
we're two touchdown dogs.
See if I remember how to do this.
You're aware of it, but it doesn't affect anything that you ever do.
James Franklin for Penn
See
State
what
cares.
happens when it is.
That's college. We're talking about NFL. That's college.
Kyle Shanahan cares.
I believe that too, because he didn't have to do that yesterday. I think sometimes they want to reward their fan base when they can and cover the spread. In their gut, they'll never done so. So I know you disagree because you've been in the league and you're a very, very good coach. I just think sometimes, but I could be wrong.
Fantasy land.
All right, we got to move on to tonight.
somehow I
Tonight's
missed
a pretty
it.
good one. Seahawks, they've scored 37 points in the last 2 weeks. Looked really good, beating the Lions and winning at home over the Panthers. So the Giants, I said this on CBS Sports HQ. I said, we're not talking about a game. We're talking about 2 good quarters, not a game. Although Allen Iverson reference. 2 good quarters is all they've had this year, and it was the second half against Arizona. Other than that, they stink. Absolutely stink. There is no reason why this is not over 3. So we're discussing, but we need the coach feel keys to the game to start. You're up, sir.
All right, well, we got Seattle 2-1 coming into the New York Giants here at MetLife again, like it was last night. The number one thing for me, for the Seattle Seahawks, the road team, we always start with them, is get Geno Smith in rhythm. And I'm going to tell you a story about practice. All right, practice. We want to talk about Allen Iverson. So in 2018, we were working together. I was receiving this in charge of this Miramar High School in West Virginia, played against him at USF. So he's taking the 7-on-7, 10 plays. Rivers is not throwing, his arm's sore, so he's going to take us off. He's going to take the reps. He gets in such a rhythm at 6 for 6.
Oh, and now I have to.
I made a comment. He on the 8th play took his drop, the ball, stared us down, all the coaching staff, and then completes the next 2 passes, goes 10 for 10. The whole coaching staff goes, wow, he can probably start the thing and then shoot right. So when he's confident, he's rolling.
Oh, I got it.
Number 2, establish the run, get Kenneth Walker going. Wing made an emphasis that for this Giants defense to stop the run. We got to do a great job. Kenneth Walker getting
I knew it was going to be
The Giants are 29th in the NFL right now, at 138 yards against the rushing department. Flipping over to the New York Giants, they got to do a great job on defense. They got to shore up that run defense, so as Jet's mentioning, and they have to create turnovers. They're towards the back half, towards the back third of the league, and it's all turnovers, fumbles, mistakes, and all those types of things. You're trying to win without Saquon Barkley out tonight. You're going to need to make sure you create some turnovers and create short field for Daniel Jones. Number 2, what is the offensive identity for these Giants? Are they going to run the ball with Matt Breida? Are they going to play pass with Jones? In my opinion, they're going to have to run Jones a little bit more. He's got 24 carries at football. All right, running the ball and creating positive field position. Even if you get a punt, make sure they're backed up so you're having to have short fields when you get the ball.
Love Coach Blue's keys to the game. By the way, boys, that apartment complex that he just kind of threw to the side where Gino and live. I've been there. I used to visit it all the time. It's next level kind of stuff. It was like where the beautiful people live. That's what it was like. Crazy nice. Crazy nice. We used a name right there. Probably Matt Freed is a name that you just said. And probably you feel like tonight maybe it's not going to be a good night.
Yeah, correct us under, Coach. I'm going to say Matt Breida under 63.5 combined rushing and receiving yards. Coach Phil mentioned no Saquon Barkley, high ankle sprain. He's going to be out tonight. He was out last week as well. Matt Breida started versus the 49ers, had 7 touches, which he turned into just 18 total yards. Completely inefficient, completely ineffective as well. The other running back in the Giants backfield, Gary Brightwell, ended up with 36 yards on 6 touches. So I think they are going to be in some form of a committee. Brightwell definitely the better receiving back as well, had 35 receiving yards against the San Francisco 49ers in that game. Breida has offered next to nothing as a pass catcher. All of the advanced metrics are absolutely dismal. Meanwhile, Seattle's run defense has been very strong this year. They rank top 10 in run defense grade, top 10 in PPA allowed per rush as well. So that is certainly the strength of Seattle's defense. Also getting the safety Jamal Adams back should be a big boost. He is one of the leaders of the team and just an excellent safety, very good in the box as well, should help their run defense that much more. And then I'm going to take a shot at Kenneth Walker. Gave this out a few days ago. Over 62.5 rushing yards. This is up to 65, 76 on some books. I'm still comfortable playing it there. He's had at least 17 rushing attempts in 2 consecutive games. He's been very good this season. Phil mentioned 4 touchdowns so far. Pete Carroll in Seattle love to run the football as well. He's had at least 17 carries in back-to-back games. Giants defense is absolutely dismal. They're terrible stopping the pass. They're terrible stopping the run as well. I think he's a near lock to get us at least 15 to 17 carries tonight. That should be enough to go over 63 yards, but I'd play this one up to 65 to 66 now.
There's a lot of people that don't get to see the West Coast teams very much. Kenneth Walker, if you've never seen him play, is special. He is absolutely special and dynamic to watch run. Now, that story about Geno Smith was amazing. And Sia, you think Geno tonight is going to have a very good, accurate game? Explain yourself.
Yeah, I like it that you said accurate because I'm really going for efficiency here on Geno Smith. I have his over in total completions over 22.5 plus money here. In some places, this is already up to down, I should say, the minus 120. I still like it there, obviously, but you get a plus number at some places as well. In his last 2 games, he's hit this 23 in one of the games and 32 in the other game. Granted, the 32 was a game that went to overtime, but he hit that very easily in regulation. This is one of those situations where I don't think there's going to be a ton of resistance on the Giants side, particularly with the secondary. And I will say that they're going to blitz a lot. The Wink Martindale system, they're probably going to throw some blitzes at him. He's super efficient with the blitz, too. He hit 9 different pass catches last week. He really spreads it around to whoever's open. He's not necessarily just locked in on DK Metcalf or just locked in on Tyler Lockett. So I'm going with the efficiency here as opposed to the volume. If he wanted to take his pass attempts, he was 33.5. But because I trust his efficiency, I'm away from the attempts and I'm on the completions. And for the record, I do think the Giants are going to fight back a little bit. They had extra days to prepare for this game. What does that mean? I think the offense is going to click a little bit more than people think. What does that also mean? It means Geno Smith might actually have to use his arms as opposed to solely relying on Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. So give me Geno Smith over 22.5 completions at a plus number. When he's confident, he's rolling. The smart man once said that, and I think Geno Smith is going to roll.
Yeah, before you all say it at home, I'll say it for you. Yes, he is way smarter than the rest of us. Now, you know I don't know anything about fantasy. Quickly, Chill Will says, I need DK to go under 19 fantasy points to win my match. Sia, do you think I have a shot?
Yeah, I think you have a shot if he doesn't get in the end zone. If it's a PPR league, you're in a little bit of trouble because I think he's going to get probably 6 or 7 catches. That's my guess, and he should have a handful of yards.
Which is why I know nothing about fantasy. That was like nothing I even understand. Thank you, Sia. Now, if there's one thing you all know, because we're a great crew every primetime night, if there's one thing you all know, I absolutely despise agreeing with EC. I hate it. Until tonight. EC, big boy, you got 2 big plays, and I love one of them, and that scares me. What do you got?
Well, Coach, you just want to make up for the what happened last week with losing that showdown to me. I mean, that didn't go so well for you, right?
Whoa. You're not allowed to brag about a showdown when you've already lost a showdown since that showdown. That goes against every showdown rule, does it not, Sia? Does it
No,
not?
that is the rule, yeah. It's both
That's
written and unwritten.
Thank you.
It's just
You can only brag
disrespectful
about
to
the
bring
showdown.
up the showdown when you lost.
Saturday was a moral victory for me. It's fine. They're up there at 27. I'm good. All right.
What are
In
your
all
picks?
seriousness. Let's go with the Seattle Sea Chickens -1.5. I like the Seahawks tonight, and I'll tell you why. Daniel Jones is 1-11 straight up in regular season primetime games. His only win was like a controversial W against Sia's Commanders last year. The Giants as a whole, 1-13 straight up in primetime since 2019. They're 0-8 at home, straight up since 2017 in primetime home games. It's 1-7 against the spread. The Giants have been awful for 5 halves out of 6. They haven't scored an offensive touchdown. I think was it like 5 of them, something like that, or maybe 4, and they haven't scored a first half touchdown all season. Last year, Seattle won this matchup by 2 touchdowns. I could see him doing it again. So I'm going Seahawks 23, Giants 16. Say a little bit closer, but I love the Seattle -1.5. I think you're on that play, right, Coach? You with me on that one, or is it the other one?
Yes, I'm on that one, yes.
Okay. All right. The other one I really like, which you should be on because the sports books have already caught on to me since I put the pickup on Sportsline last night. Darren Waller over 46.5 receiving yards at -120. I just looked and it was up, I think, at 51.5 on one book, which is crazy. So he's getting nearly a 21% target share. And honestly, like, who else is going to catch the ball for the Giants? We debated this last Thursday night and really never came up with an answer. Is it Darius Slayton? Is it Wandale Robinson? Is it Jalen Hyatt? Like, nobody knows. So go with the guy that they're paying a lot of money to do so, and that's Darren Waller. Seattle has allowed the 6th most receiving yards to tight ends through the first 3 weeks and the highest yards per reception to tight ends. Last year against Seattle, the Giants tight end Tanner Hudson had 3 catches for 58 yards. All right, well, I mean, that's more than our total here, so I had to share it. Tyler Higbee and Sam Laporta, 2 tight ends that the Seahawks have faced thus far, both over this number. I would play it up to 55, so I'm confidently taking Darren Waller's over receiving yards.
I'm also confident that I'm right because Rebecca is one of the smartest early edge universe fans we have, and she said that seems like the standard rule when it comes to showdowns. Or Joe says that was the worst trash talk I've ever heard, even before that.
No one ever said I was good at trash talk.
I agree.
182.
All right, now we've come to the part of the program that I absolutely love. Because so many people think you just have standard money line totals, but you can catch tickets in so many different ways. I can't wait to hear what AB's got, and then Coach Phil's going to come in strong with the no-fly zone. AB, floor is yours.
Yes, sir. All right. You know we like to do our film work, and you know we like to get degenerate with these bets. So let's go ahead and pull up the no-fly zone. Let's look at Geno Smith first. All right. Now, pretty standard fare. Not bad. If anybody's new to the no-fly zone, if you look on the left here, and I'll put this full screen so that you can see, left is the Giants secondary completion percentage ranks across the NFL. You see the bottom left, Geno Smith is intercepted splits. He's only thrown 1, so there you go. And then on the right side, Geno Smith just really as a whole. So where Geno Smith could get in trouble tonight is if he is under duress and under pressure, which we know Wink Martindale likes to do with that Giants defense. And if he does, it's going to be short yardage passing, all right, in the middle of the field and on the left here. That's where he gets into trouble. But you see, deep left, deep right, you have guys like DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Whew, he can hit you deep, man. So if you bring a pressure and don't get home, buddy, you might as well just played yourself on that one. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Daniel Jones, because this is where trouble begins. All right, now, you see on the left-hand side, I've added an extra arrow. I don't know why I left that there. That's my mistake on that one. But you see he's thrown 2 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions this year. 75% of those interceptions were in the first half. All of them were playing from behind. And if you look at Daniel Jones here, it's not too terribly bad, but there are danger zones all over the field. Deep middle, don't even try it. All right, left here on the side from around the 10 to the 20-yard line, trouble. Same thing on the right-hand side. So Daniel Jones is going to have to be very careful, especially if the run game is not going and if he's under pressure as well. That could be trouble for him. So let me pull myself back here so we get my picks and then throw it to Coach Phil so that he can break down what he sees from those. So what I have are 3 plays for tonight. We're going to go with Seahawks Giants. Both teams to score 20-plus points. Yes, the reason I'm playing this is that primetime games as of late have been, well, insane. We saw it last night. And I think there's an opportunity that these teams are equal enough that we're going to have banana land from time to time, but we're also going to have basically a car wreck on the interstate and gridlock and nobody can move. That's why we're going to play over 7.5 punts, because how this game is going to go, first down offensively for both teams is going to be incredibly important to play above the sticks, because if you don't, on second down, you are going to face a hellacious pass rush to get you into third down and long, and that's where these quarterbacks make trouble. So we're going to play punts. We're also going to play Seahawks Giants over 2.5 turnovers in this game. Fumbles, interceptions, both teams, they all count. Those are our 3.
Isn't it crazy how now we're into week 4 and the chat, you guys are so smart. You're starting to figure out what those graphics looks like. I see you guys in the chat, so smart. Thank you for paying attention. That means a lot. It's more than I can say for EC. Coach Phil, now you just saw the no-fly zone, and they're talking about why it's amazing that when he looks this way, but not over this way. What do you make of the 2 quarterbacks tonight and their propensity, perhaps, to throw an interception?
Sure. So this is one I wanted to start with anyway. This is perfect. So talking about Geno, he does like to get in the rhythm. He does like to build confidence. Another thing he loves to do is give the receivers a chance. What does that mean? Some of the 50-50 balls to DK, taking chances. You know, that'd be an area where he possibly can get himself in trouble. When he is rolling, he'll take more chances. So that can possibly, I've seen that happen with him. Another thing that is probably most important when you're looking at this is the 4-man rush of the Giants. Kayvon Thibodeau, those guys have to create a 4-man rush and allow 7 people in coverage. If Wink has to bring 6 guys in pressure, Geno's good enough to hit that third step, hit a slant out there, and the ball won't be in jeopardy as much. So think about that 4-man pass rush. It's going to be the key differentiator when we're talking about interceptions in relation to Geno Smith. Moving over to Daniel Jones, you know, I think he's a young quarterback who's just a little bit inaccurate, and he's obviously, because of the way that they run their offense through him and Saquon, you know, restricted splits, zone read, run the quarterback, nakeds, all of those things are for when the game is within 1 score or when you're ahead. When you get behind and you force this young kid to drop back, I just don't believe he's as accurate as you would like at this point to throw 40 drop back passes in the game. So that's where the turnovers can happen, just with the volume of attempts for Daniel Jones.
Well, and I think you're going to be playing from behind tonight, because I played over 32.5 attempts on CBS Sports HQ, so that's feed right in to what you were saying, correct?
Correct.
Did I understand it correctly?
Yes, sir.
Even I'm figuring it out. Proppy, I got to come back to you, because the chat wants to know, would you play Kenneth Walker over 14.5 rushes? Also, I played DK Metcalf today on HQ, over 65.5 receiving yards. I want your thoughts on both.
Yeah, I'd lean over on Kenneth Walker over 14.5 rushing attempts. Charbonnet, definitely, his role is growing, but I do think with the amount of times that Seattle will run the ball, that Walker should eclipse 15 rushing attempts. So I like that. As far as DK Metcalf is concerned, he is my preferred wide receiver tonight when looking at the options for Seattle. I really like him in this matchup against the Giants defense that plays primarily man coverage, and DK is one of the best wide receivers against man coverage. Tyler Lockett does really well against the zone defense. DK struggles a bit there, but DK is the guy that we look towards in man coverage. Coach Phil mentioned the 50-50 balls. I definitely think he's going to give a couple shots with DK down the field to make some big plays. I like his anytime touchdown at plus 135. I like him to go over 65 receiving yards as well.
Love that analysis for both. Counselor, coming to you. Let's go to the Giants side of the ball, because the chat's asking about Paris Campbell and his yardage. He's 20.5, but basically the same yardage as Isaiah Hodges. And Darius Slay is 40.5. Outside of Darren Waller, who we're playing with Proppy, do you see another Giants wide receiver that could have a good game?
So we talk about this a lot. When you have so many wide receivers, you don't have any wide receivers, right? So Darren Waller, the primary pass catcher, kind of like a Travis Kelce situation. I don't really like any of the overs. I would lean to Paris Campbell.
finally ready. Let's see. How are we gonna Okay. Don't tank a hit. No tank hit. Did you just smack me? Attack, attack. Okay, that's kind of cool. What? No, this is really bad. You just do shit. Oh my gosh, am I not even attacking? Just spray flicking. I just need to get used to shift gosh. Why are these minutes? Why are they so much slower, man? There's no way this is happening. Jeez. I can't believe I fucked it up already. Like, I just can't get it. And I don't know how to get it back. It's just not. Just straight up not. It'd be nice to get a drop though, wouldn't it? At least I'm not just perfect. Now let's try to finish this one. It's so much easier when it's in cycle. I guess that means I just need to be careful not to do that. I don't mind. I don't mind that. Now I feel like I can finally start grinding the spots. Fat hits.
Tenure with the Jets ended with that knee injury. He then went on to spend the next 5 seasons as a perennial backup. First to Eli Manning, then to Phillip Rivers, then Russell Wilson. Smith waited 3 years in Seattle before he even got an opportunity to fight for the starting job, which he did, and he won it last season. But the 2022 Comeback Player of the Year says, this is no time for reflection. He's thankful, yes, but he says he still wants more and more and more, which is why Geno Smith says returning to New York cannot be about him and is only about the Seahawks getting to the 3-1. Joe.
Lisa, he told us that yesterday, and we all believed him. Let's see how he and the Seahawks
Did he hit me?
get through tonight's game. Should be a good one. Seahawks and Giants. You've been watching the Progressive Monday Night Kickoff. We'll do just that. Kick it off when we come back.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly grill your hot subs right in front of you. You can't get that smell anywhere else unless you have one of these. Don't mind me. Take the scissors, let's go. Okay. Whoops. I'll pay for those. Time to get
Whoever says this is exactly the same
We're right in front of you.
as
The Jersey Mike's thing.
has never
Let's
done
have a
good.
buzz. It's good.
Determination, endurance, it lies within your fed pack. And Liquid IV hydration is packed with 3 times the electrolytes and jam-packed with real flavor. Liquid IV.
What a
Real
noodle.
hydrate.
Both. Please tell me why I grinded. This weapons.
Another highlight in what has been a magical season.
The train keeps rolling. They are hotter than the sun.
Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Are you kidding me? And it's madness in our house again.
Absolutely incredible.
Travis Kelce. 2 championship rings, 7 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. You're Brian Alton. 0 debt, perfect payment history. I worship you, man. You do? It's called the Experian Smart Money debit card. It has a digital checking account that can build credit without the debt. I use mine for everything. Me too. No way. Oh, man. I'll see you, man.
The debit card that builds credit. Get your Experian Smart Money account through the free app.
Little League World Series champions!
From the intensity of the pitch
A crimson moment in the title race.
to the beauty of the tiki-taka.
Massive moment.
From city rivals
He needed something special.
to
Clásico. Here's where legends are born. In every match is a spectacle. Celebration like no other. The love of football.
Oh, fucked it up.
La Liga.
A lot of the game day signs have been funny, many of them provocative. But there was only one sign that was first. That's me. My name is Bobby Merced, and this is the story of how Game Day got its sign. Back in '94, Game Day was coming to Lincoln. Got my sign out, and I started walking back and forth. The campus police said, no sign. But it was too late.
Look at all the signs!
I had already changed the world.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now, these two guys just talking football.
This is my Eddie Fed here. You got the khakis, the quarter zip. I didn't know they had any other quarterback besides Aaron Rodgers. You're supposed to prep for this.
Hell of a punt. Look at that ball, Eli. Run.
Quarterback run.
Don't you guys want to play right now?
I cannot believe this. Move. That's my quarterback. I want a shot. No more shots. We're not taking any shots. Jeff has an annoying little brother like I do.
Be nice to Eli.
It's a touchdown. Put back and roll on the board. Look at that. Time out right here. I want you to take a look at this poor excuse for a beer. Is that it? That's not real. What? What you doing? This will be the greatest touchdown throw ever.
Football's all over. This is the highlight of my week, man. What are you talking about? Tonight's guests, Will Ferrell and Sean O'Hara.
All right, welcome to Monday Night Football. Pay. We've had 2 bye weeks in a row, but here we are. We got a fun one with the Giants and Seahawks in MetLife Stadium.
Alright, we got the kill. I mean, that was a little sketchy, I guess. That's a solemn reminder never
but
to.
instead, I'm with you staring at your ugly mugs for the next 3 hours. But, you know, a lot going on with these two teams. A big game, obviously, for the Giants. They're 1-2, have not got the start they wanted. They got Saquon Barkley is not playing tonight. He's been hurt again, so he's not playing again. But I'm telling you, for them to get some sort of run game going, Daniel Jones is going to have to take up some of that slack in the run game.
Set to go. Glad you're with us here tonight as the Giants and the Seahawks tangle at the end of week number 4. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Lisa Salters, Steve Ackles, our producer, Derek Mobley, our director, and so many who have been in here after the NBC crew cleared out of here last night. Our crew got in about 4 o'clock this morning. Brian Dable, probably the time he showed up for work, getting set for tonight's game. 2nd season as the head coach, took his team to the postseason last year. And Pete Carroll, this will be the 300th game of his NFL career as a head coach. His first go at it was with the Jets. And his group led by that guy right in the middle, the great, and I mean great, Bobby Wagner, getting the Seahawks ready to go as they try to get to 3-1 on the young season. Giants trying to get a win before they have road games coming up against the Dolphins and the Bills. Seattle won the toss. They deferred. Giants get the ball first. Victor Cruz, one of many ex-New York Giants in attendance here tonight. Saw LT, Lawrence Taylor, Michael Strahan, our good friend. And that's Eric Gray. Up close and personal, and these Giants fans who were so pleased with the way things turned out last season, a road playoff win, a loss to the Eagles. They've started slow, not just in the season, but in games, and Jason Myers will kick it away. And that's the first time our crew has seen a fair catch on a kickoff. New rule this season. Out to the 25 it will come, and the numbers aren't good. Last year was good for Daniel Jones. He limited the turnovers. He's had problems with fumbles over the years. That was not as much of an issue last year, and he's trying to get it going, Troy, without, as you said, his left tackle and one of the best running backs in the NFL in Saquon Barkley.
And it really has not helped that they opened the season up against that defensive front of Dallas, and then 11 days ago they faced the San Francisco 49ers. This offensive line has struggled through 3 games.
Handoff is to Matt Breida. And Breida, who has bounced around in his NFL career, bounces for 5, where Jarran Reed made the stop. And here's a look at the offense, and we'll line up with Izunu starting at left tackle, Bredesen back at guard, the rookie at center, McKeithen at right guard, and Evan Neal, who has struggled. He's out at right tackle at the bottom of that graphic. And on the outside, Hodgins, Campbell, Slayton. They'd love to have that big man, one of the best in the game. Andrew Thomas available tonight, missing his 3rd straight. Handoff is to Robinson, and Wan'Dale Robinson, coming off that torn ACL a year ago, carries for 7 and a Giants first down.
Well, Wan'Dale Robinson, yeah, he comes back last week. I think we'll see more action out of him tonight, but he is one of those players. The challenge for the Giants has been creating big plays, and Wan'Dale Robinson is one of those guys that is capable, when he has the ball in his hands, he can make some people miss. He's a dynamic player, and they're going to try to find ways to get him the ball any way they can, that time right out of the backfield.
Here's Jamal Adams on a blitz, can't bring Daniel Jones down, and now he gets it to Bellinger, the tight end. And on first down, a gain of 6. Jamal Adams was there in his first game back. He had Daniel Jones lined up and could not bring him down.
Yeah, Jamal Adams, we had the last time he played, week 1 last year against the Denver Broncos, and I know that this Seattle defense, they are happy to have him back and the things that he is capable of doing. And I know in visiting with Pete Carroll, he said he's not so much on a pitch count, but they are fully aware of how much he's going to be on the field. They'll be keeping an eye on him to see how he's doing.
Here is Breida, cuts back, nice carry, first down Giants. The defense for the Seahawks comes in, at least after 3 weeks, tied for 29th in the NFL, but they're better defending the run. And they've got Bobby Wagner, their 8-time Pro Bowl linebacker, back after a year with the Rams.
And the way that they get Jamal Adams onto the field is they'll use a lot more 3 safety looks like they are here. And they still have Julian Love back there, Quandre Diggs, Pro Bowl player a year ago, with Jamal Adams around the line of scrimmage.
Jones was looking to air it out, had protection, and now drops it off to Paris Campbell. Welcome back, Jamal Adams. The Seahawks sideline erupted when Adams made that stop, a gain of 2.
Well, Daniel Jones, they want to take the deep shot. I was talking about their inability to get the ball down the field, but the corner to the outside is so far off. He's 15 yards deep, and there's no chance you're going to be able to get that shot. Daniel Jones hung on that a little bit longer than what he should have. Come underneath quickly and get the ball and let him do something with it.
They hand it back to Breida. 3rd down coming up as Breida gets 2. Jamal Adams, at this point in his career, is best rushing the passer. As you said, 3 safety sets, but really kind of like a linebacker out there. On 3rd down and 6, wide open Robinson, first down Giants.
Well, they're anticipating man coverage, and so you run the verticals here, and Julian Love is going to get caught up where he gets caught up in the traffic. With the vertical releases, he's trying to get over there to cover, and he's just not able to, so an easy pickup. And if you're in the secondary and you know you're in man coverage, you've got to be able to navigate those things. That wasn't that hard. Rub routes are typically the thing you challenge with, but good 3rd down conversion.
Play action time again for Jones. Time runs out, and out of bounds he goes, shoved there by Jordan Brooks.
a yard on that or not, but you know, just get the ball out. Sure enough, did lost a yard on the play. I knew it was right close to it.
That'll go down as a sack, and Jordan Brooks will get credit for it. Brian Daboll, 48 years old, has been an offensive coordinator in the NFL for 8 years. Came here after a great run with the Bills. Jones out to his right. He takes off. Dives inside the 30. Adams makes the stop, a gain of 8. And now Adams is staggered trying to get up. So they lost him in the opener last year, and let's see. Yep, he got a knee to the head from Daniel Jones.
That's why when you watch these tapes and these young kids that are playing football, they teach you to keep your head up. Jamal Adams drops his head and takes a knee to the side.
It's now 3rd down and 3. 10th play of this opening possession for New York. They hand to Brightwell. Short of it. Bobby Wagner made the tackle. And it is going to be, it looks like the bigger, heftier package for the Giants on offense is out there. The crowd realizing they're going to go for it on 4th and 1, and they like it.
Well, this looks a lot like that drive on opening night against Dallas. They were able to mix up the run and pass, move the football down the field, and then all heck broke loose when they tried to kick the field goal.
Damn it, I just spoiled myself.
Brian Daboll going for it here on 4th down, and I like the decision.
3 extra offensive linemen in. Daniel Jones. He didn't get it. They tried for that push sneak that we've seen the Eagles absolutely perfect. And this good opening possession for the Giants appears will end in a turnover on downs. Let's take another look.
Yeah, they put the big lineman in there behind them to help with the push once they get up there into the line of scrimmage. And boy, Seattle, they just held their own. And you're right, Joe. I don't think he got it. Just not much movement to speak of.
Pete Carroll has to love the way his group led on that play by Bobby Wagner. Made the stop.
Well, that is demoralizing for New York.
Carroll knew it before they brought out the sticks. Seahawks make a stop on 4th and 1 and take over. No score early.
One for junior times 2, double the juniors, that's your cue. One for you, one for your friends to go. JK, you ate them both, they'll never know. BK, have it your way.
Ugh.
You sweat too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have a sunroof open.
I didn't You're Mr. Sunroof.
I'm Mr. Sunroof?
Yeah, you're always like, let's open the sunroof.
I didn't leave it open. Doing the replay?
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, protecting your home and auto with Progressive.
Let me get that for you.
The NFL is back across the pond. Let's go! As Trevor Lawrence and the Jags take on Josh Allen and the Bills. Live from London. Rise, shine, and watch. Sunday on NFL Network and NFL Plus.
ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by Experian. Get smart about money. Truly hard seltzer. Please drink responsibly. And Progressive Insurance, the right call for your home and car. The second time in 4 weeks, Sunday and Monday Night Football shows were here at MetLife, back-to-back nights. Big shout out to our crew members, the NBC crew members, after the Jets and Chiefs went at it last night on NBC. Tirico is still here, by the way. He's in the back of the booth, just in case. I wonder if Cadillac's lurking around here.
Cadillac's out here. Nice play by the Giants defense. Walker thinks he's still up.
But they're going to rule.
No, they're going to say he's still going. There was no whistle. This is a live play, and this is Kenneth Walker for a touchdown. A missed tackle by Okereke. And right now, it's a touchdown before they take another look at it. 73 yards. And the ruling on the field is touchdown. But a scoring play, so they'll take another look.
It's going to be close. I think it's the right knee. If that touches there,
Didn't his ass touch?
I mean, I didn't see a knee. I didn't see an elbow.
Yeah, I'm looking for the elbow. If his rear hits.
And everybody just standing there, and Walker just finally started going again.
The right elbow right there. The right elbow hits.
Yeah. John Perry is with us. Is that what you saw, John?
Yeah, I got a right cheek and a right elbow there. I think is down. They should bring it back and then reset the clock if they do put him down.
Talk about taking the air out of this stadium if that had held up.
Okereke was there to make the stop. Made that tackle, and then Kenneth Walker just kept rolling.
Previous play is under review.
So stupid, man. It's so stupid.
Right there. The right cheek, as John Perry so eloquently put it. We'll take a break. They'll check it out. We'll get the ruling when we come back. What's it going to be? Touchdown or second and long for the Seahawks?
And he, with speed, comes underneath. Now, Kenneth Walker, number 9, he's there to kind of help out, but he doesn't do anything. You'd think that if he senses Thibodeau taking the inside release, he at least gives him a little bit of a shoulder. But Thibodeau, who got off to a slow start last year, came on strong at the end, has had a slow start again this year, and they could use him playing like he just did on that last play.
Dixon booms one. Waiting for it is Gray, and he muffs it. Fight for the ball. Giants ball. We've already seen the indication that it's the Giants ball.
Receiving team, first down, New York Giants.
So it was a 3-and-out for the Seahawks on offense instead of a one-play touchdown drive. Here's Eric Gray. Right through his arms. But the Giants back on its second possession. Action early here in the Meadowlands, no score.
Aspirations before proactive, but everything is always placed on hold because of my confidence level.
Get proactive and get America's #1 acne routine for clear skin that stays clear. Proactive has routines formulated for almost every type of skin.
When I first started using proactive, every time I kept the routine going, it just kept getting better. I finally got the confidence I needed to create the dream that was sitting in my head.
Get this free pore cleansing brush with your first order. Go to proactive.com now.
I got this $1,000 camera for only $41 on
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
When things go sideways, will you be prepared? I want to introduce you to the Patriot Power Generator 2000X. Use the endless free power of the sun to power lights, TV, medical equipment, even run your fridge. And that's without gas, fumes, or noise. Go to 4patriots.com. You'll get a solar panel included, free. Double the capacity, expandable for more power. Wellness than ever. This is about peace of mind. Get your solar generator and free panel at 4Patriot.
There is the rookie, John Michael Schmitz. He is leaving the field to get looked at. The rookie, second-round pick from Minnesota. Shane Lemieux comes into the game. They move Bredesen to center. And they have an extra offensive lineman in there on this first down play, and Jones goes. First down plus near midfield. Extra offensive lineman for the Giants, and Daniel Jones, his longest carry of the young season for 16.
They're trying to go play action. They go extra linemen so they can shore all this up. It's turn back protection, and it's the best protection you can run in order to block people. And yet Daniel Jones still has people in his face. But it does open up, and he takes it, and he does really what he does best, is running with the football and protecting it there at the end as Reek Woolen comes in trying to knock it out.
Good protection this time. Waller, the tight end, made one man miss. Takes it to the 45. The rookie Witherspoon couldn't bring him down. It turns into a 6-yard catch and run for Darren Waller.
Sorry, Joe. And Devin Witherspoon, the rookie, he's impressive. I mean, this is a physical corner, and you've seen a lot of that over the years from Pete Carroll's corners. Richard Sherman comes to mind how physical he was. But Devin Witherspoon's playing in the slot for the first time. He's only had one snap through the first 3 games inside, but they're thin in the secondary.
Blitz! Down goes Jones. Witherspoon got him. His first in the NFL.
You got to check that if you're Daniel Jones. You got to. The first thing you do when the ball snapped is check your slot. Make sure nobody's coming off the edge. And Witherspoon, he comes off with a clean look.
3rd down and 11. Giants hurry it up, and that was not pretty. Throw was too low, and Slayton couldn't make the catch. So on that possession, Jones, a 16-yard carry, and that's about it.
I was talking about it. Pete Carroll, because of the injuries that they have in the secondary, they lost Trey Brown last week, and they're without their 2 top nickel players in Cody Bryant and Artie Burns. And because of that, kind of matching things together, and they've had to use Witherspoon a little differently.
Gillen hits it. DJ Dallas says stay away, and into the end zone it goes. And out to the 20 it will come. Rookie, 5th pick overall, gets his first. They loved him on the outside. A favorite already of Pete Carroll's. Coming on the blitz. Made the play.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, like 2 times miles on every purchase.
The noise canceling. You're being too loud. Thank you.
Good choice. Earn 5 times miles on flights.
Going up?
And 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel. Plus, get access to over 1,300 airport lounges. And maybe see the one and only Taylor Swift. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Ice cold Corona. Right here. Nice pass. Nice catch. Guy's got an arm. Rush cut limes here. Ice cold Corona.
Follow your passion with Courtyard by Marriott.
Confident about which used car to buy? Nope. Why not ask the most confident person you know?
My old high school coach.
Just say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
Your paint is really bad. This is the best coffee I've ever had. Should've used Bear. Sorry, Sightwear. I said should've used Bear.
Today, let's paint. Right now, get America's most trusted paint brand at a new low price. Bear.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
No score. Seahawks ball will send it down to Lisa Salters.
Yeah, Joe, Jamal Adams has now been ruled out for the rest of this game. We saw him take that hit to the side of his head by Daniel Jones' knee, and he looked a little shaken up even as he was being helped off of the field. He went into the medical tent with the UNC, the unaffiliated neuroconsultant. The Seahawks confirmed that he was being evaluated for concussion, but he was heated when he came out of the tent, had to be restrained, visibly upset with the UNC doctor, even as he walked back to the locker room.
Lisa, thanks. Here's Smith out to his right. Pass caught by Fant, and Noah Fant, the tight end, has a first down. The first of the night for the Seahawks, a gain of 12.
Well, Jamal Adams, he just cannot catch a break. I mean, he came in back in 2020 at 9.5 sacks, led Seattle that year, and since that time he has missed 29 games. He's played in just 26 games. A lot of time missed. They gave up a lot to bring him in, and I know they were excited about his return tonight, but it was short-lived.
Gino on first down, airs it out, Lockett downfield. Pass interference against Adoree Jackson, it appears. There's also a flag back at the line of scrimmage. So there are two separate fouls here with the ball sitting at the 30. Here's the call from Brad Rogers.
There are two fouls on the play, one by each team. Holding, offense number 60. Pass interference, defense number 22. Those penalties offset, previous spot, first down.
Well, so they get the hold on right guard Phil Haynes, and Seattle did what they typically do whenever they want to try to take a shot. And Phil Haynes now.
Why does this pop up?
I mentioned coming in, they're already without their two starting tackles, but they keep extra people in to help with the tight ends. They run a double move on the outside, and he's got him. Gino's just not quite able to get the ball out there enough, and you get the flag then on Adoree Jackson. It's a pretty good move right there by Tyler Lockett, enough to grab. Whether they called it there or right there, either one.
Here's a look at the end of that play, and as Troy said, Phil Haynes is down. He did not play against Carolina last week with a calf injury. So their depth will be tested yet again. He's up and able to get to the sideline. Anthony Bradford, a rookie, a fourth-round pick from LSU, really played well in his place against Carolina. He's into the ballgame now.
Yeah, he really did. He's a big man, 330 pounds, and you put a rookie in there, and he held up well. Did a nice job, and don't know exactly what's happened to Phil Haynes, but he's back in the lineup, and maybe he'll be in there for the rest of this ball game. But Shane Waldron, their offensive coordinator, I think he's done some good things to really help this group out, especially those tackles where they've had some problems with their two starters out.
Handoff here to Walker. Flag on this play. They had both Walker and Zach Charbonnet in the backfield.
Offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty, first down.
And Anthony Bradford, fresh into the game, guilty of a hold. Charbonnet checks out, and here's the hold by the right guard.
There's no doubt. They run the counter play, and Walker, I thought it was interesting in visiting with Wink Martindale. He has every bit of his full attention. What Kenneth Walker is capable of doing. Had a nice year, part of that outstanding rookie class last year for the Seattle Seahawks.
First down at 20 now.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
Ojulari came
not miss a single
across,
kick for an hour.
and they shut it down.
Yeah. So annoying.
There's Wink Martindale, also known as Don.
False start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty.
So they get the center. Ojulari came across, and the Giants are happy to have Azeez Ojulari back, who'd missed the previous two games. He's probably their best pass rusher, and he is back. And
I didn't see much there, but how's this game going so far?
It is just smooth. Smooth is the word that comes to mind. Seahawks are headed for the parking lot behind them, going backward. It's first and 25.
I was going to say, it's like driving with a bad driver. There's a lot of starts and stops,
Geno Smith in trouble, spins out, throws across his body and finds Lockett. Lockett gets to that far side, but their flag's flying again, and Lockett's out of bounds. Looked like there was a hold on the blocking, maybe by Metcalf, as he was trying to spring Lockett.
holding. Offense. Number 14. Yard penalty. First down.
That was a nice job by Geno Smith just getting out of the pocket and being able to find Lockett. But here's the hold. DK Metcalf, he's got a hold of Deontay Banks. And then it's why Lockett then is able to get to the edge. Pretty easy call to make. Pretty sloppy game so far by both teams.
Yeah. Seahawks with 4 straight plays with a penalty. And that makes it 1st and 20 again.
Gain yards.
Blitz coming, nothing new for the Giants. Nice tackle out on the edge by Flott as he brought down Jackson Smith in Jigba, the rookie, a gain of just 1. Flott, who was not active against the 49ers, reminding the Giants why they took him in the 3rd round out of LSU.
This is not easy to do either. I mean, you're one-on-one against a pretty dynamic player, and to be able to bring him down in the open field like that, that's an excellent play.
2nd and 18. Smith. Pass is caught by Cody Thompson. Xavier McKinney on the stop. A gain of 10. 3rd down coming up.
That's Deontay Banks, the rookie that they have. A couple good rookies playing in this game for both teams, and he just was so soft. Just a pretty easy completion there, but get him to 3rd down, keep everything in front. See if he can make a play. Now this is typically where Wink Martindale, he brings the pressure. He brings it as much as anybody in football.
Third and 8.
No way.
Smith to the sideline for Metcalf and a strong catch.
I can't believe how
in front of the rookie Deontay Banks, and Metcalf had to fight for that ball. 1st down Seattle.
That's a big body in DK Metcalf to where he's just able to body him up along that sideline, and as much as Banks is trying to get through him to be able to make a play on the ball, he might have stepped out of bounds right there. I thought it was close.
It's an incomplete pass.
And now they're saying incomplete pass. Metcalf went out of bounds.
It is 4th down.
Nice. This is a break.
Let's go to John Perry.
Joe, what happens here is he steps out of bounds and he does not reestablish and touches the ball, which makes it an incomplete pass, touching a loose ball while out of bounds.
And that forces a 4th down, and the punt team comes on for Seattle. With Adoree Jackson waiting for it. Eric Gray muffed the punt the last time. Michael Dixon hit one, and he's out. So Jackson gets a chance. Good returner in college.
Oh, he almost blocked it.
Good punt. Adoree. Fair catch inside the 15. 3rd possession coming up for the Giants. In fits and starts so far. No score.
It seems like none of these teams